So drip irrigation is great. We love ours. We have our high tunnel set up on it, and it is set up with a water timer, which in the months where the temperatures reach 90 and above, we water twice in the day, once in the morning and once in the evening, on the rows that have planting on them, because we can switch each row off as needed. But there are times where there are issues, and right now one of our drip tapes, or two of them actually, have caught holes. And this is some drip tape that we purchased a while ago, and so it's about time for this particular row to be replaced. But until the budget says otherwise, we're just gonna have to work with what we got. So this is the hole, and water was just gushing out of that. You can see it is on a seam, so that's how I feel like it did give way, not because of human error, like someone coming through with a hoe or something like that, but I just believe that's just from age. So what I'm gonna do, what I've already done, is I've cut out that section of drip tape. All right, cut it out, and this is what we took out. This is the hole. I took out that whole section because I figured the whole area is probably weak. So then what we're left with is two different pieces. We could end the row here, right? But then that will leave that whole section there that's unwatered. Thankfully, the manufacturers understand that these kind of things are going to happen, and they give you these little connector repair pieces. I'm going to show you now what I'm going to do in order to repair this. These ends screw over the drip tape to secure it in place, and so I would pull it all the way back like this, slide the drip tape over, and then screw it back down, and that actually holds it in place really well. And I'm going to do this for both sides of the drip tape, and then that is going to be an adapter. Water can still go through, and then we've just repaired our hole. All right, so we have this. All right, pulling it all the way back, and then I'm just gonna slide this over. Wow, okay, I'm gonna slide this over like so, and make sure it's pushed down very well, and then we screw this on. Oop. And it's there. See, it's not going anywhere. All right, and we're going to do this for the other side as well. Put that on like so. Make sure that's all the way back. Push it all the way on as well as you can, and then holding it with one hand, make sure it doesn't slide, and just oh no, there we go. All right, and then we just put the drip tape back where it belongs. We make sure that we put extra at the end to account for these type of mishaps that are just gonna happen. That is one that's happening just because I said of time, but I have personally been responsible for trying to be very precise with where I'm landing my blows, and then my blows still end up landing on top of the drip tape, and it's like, oops. Okay, even though we've repaired the spot, our job is not done yet. We're going to go ahead and set our drip irrigation for a manual water, because this is outside of the scheduled times, and then I can just test and make sure that I secured everything pretty well and that the leak is actually fixed. And since this issue is happening because of drip tape that is older, I need to make sure that fixing that spot doesn't cause another spot to tear just due to the water pressure coming through. So we're going to do that now. So ours is by Bluetooth, And so I just come over to the water station. I'm standing beside it now, and it's sinking. I notice that sometimes it does better than others when it comes to being quick to go ahead and sync up. Now I'm just going to select water manually, and I'm going to only do like 2 minutes. If a leak does spring within that 2 minutes, I can always just turn the nozzle to that specific row off. Even though the rest of the high tunnel will be watering, I can cut that one off and fix it and then continue. So we're starting. Alright. That thing needs to be cleaned off terribly. Alright, so this is my nozzle here that turns the row on and off. And I just realized it is off still, so I better cut it on. See, this is what happened. So I'm going to have to completely just not use this tape anymore. Because what I feared would happen. You can see where the tape was repaired. It's holding steady, but then it caused another spot. So yeah, we're going to have to retire this entire row because nobody has money to be giving the city like that. Unfortunately, this is going to mean that I'm going to have to dang it. I'm either going to have to move some of the newer drip tape to that row because I did plant kale on that row, or I'm gonna have to come in here and manually water twice a day, and it's a good chance that that's not gonna happen. Jeez. All right, so you see the drip irrigation is very nice to have, but it does require maintenance. You do have to pay attention to things. It's not just something that's just gonna bring peace and security. Lord, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna go talk with Terry and see what the plan is, because it's not only, it's the first, here I'll show you, that first row over there, 1, 2, 3, and 4, all of these are older drip. The rest of the hot tunnel has been replaced with newer drip. So we need to see if we have it in the budget to just go ahead and buy another roll to take care of those 4 rows, because that problem that they have, that one has, the other one we took off the drip tape on it altogether and cut it off. There's nothing even planted there, and the other rows do have a few things sporadically planted, so gotta figure it out. It was so hot in that hot tunnel, guys, that I didn't even realize it recorded into the video. I was just trying to get done and get out of there, because even though it's now officially fall, it still doesn't feel like it. So it's just been hot this week. We're in another heat wave, but hopefully we'll start to get more fall temps here in the future. I hope this video was beneficial to you. Just a little behind the scenes to see that things do not always go as smooth. Here on the farm and here at Olle Gardens, things are real, and that always means that you have to be prepared for the unexpected and remain adaptable. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.